Sarm's Megadose series. Today's going to be day one of the S23 Megadose diary. Now, a lot of the other videos I'm doing in this series are accounts of my previous experiments with other Sarms. This video is going to actually be my current, up-to-date, actual real-time use of S23 in what I consider a megadose. Coach Trevor and I have gone over the protocol. What I'm going to start with is 50 milligrams per day. That's 5 pills. And that is considered a megadose because the pharmaceutical applications of something like this is probably like 5 milligrams. So this is roughly like 10 times what you would say is maybe a pharmaceutical dose. And then I'm going to increase the dose. Every day or every couple days, I'm going to keep increasing the dosage. The reason I do this is because if I have some kind of side effect from it, I want to catch that at a lower dose before I just jump into an extreme dose. The most I've ever taken of S23 is probably 4 capsules per day. Definitely 3. I've done 3 multiple times. I know how that works. It works fantastic. I have on S23 before, when I took 3 caps per day multiple times, I had a little bit of hair loss, but I wasn't. The second time and third time I took it, I didn't have quite as much hair loss. The first time I had a lot of hair loss, and I'm not sure if it was exactly this acting like a DHT directly in the scalp, or if it was causing anxiety, because I lose hair when I get anxiety, and I'm very prone to anxiety. And as a lawyer, I've lost more hair as a lawyer than I'll ever lose from steroids. There's no comparison. But when steroids cause anxiety, like being a lawyer causes anxiety, then the steroids cause hair loss. Again, not because of the steroids, but because of the indirect effect of that. So I am anticipating, as I go up in dosage, I'm anticipating this is going to make me feel aggressive and anxious, and therefore result in some hair loss, except for the difference is, every other time that I've done high dose of S23, I was in America, which is an extremely negative, stressful environment. Now I'm in Asia, which is a peaceful, happy, loving, and freedom environment. And so the environmental stress is so much lower, which means that this, even taking this, is probably not even going to bring me up to the stress level that I experience in the United States. Let's see what happens. Day one, I'm going to start by taking 2 capsules now, and then I'm going to take another 2 capsules pre-workout, another 1 before bed, and see how I feel, and then increase the dosage each day and report how it's affecting my body and show you pictures and videos. So it's the night of day 3, Sarm's Megadose cycle. The effects are already very noticeable. The muscle separation is coming out. The muscles look dry, look hard. The definition and separation between the muscle, every little fiber is starting to pop. The same effects that I would get from trenbolone, except for trenbolone would probably take a week to a week and a half to get this effect, and I'm starting to see this on my 3rd workout on day 3. So I'd say the results of megadosing S23 so far are far superior to tren at the dosage that I'm taking. So let's see what happens in a couple days if it keeps promoting that muscle separation and definition and sort of dry 3-dimensional look that most people use trenbolone for. Megadosing Sarm S23 report. I'm noticing my blood sugar is dropping. So I reported earlier that my muscles were going flat, the same way on S23 100 milligrams as if I was taking 5 grams of gear. Obviously, because SARMs are so much more powerful milligram per milligram than gear is, and high dose gear depletes the muscle cells of carbohydrates. Hard to eat enough to keep up with it. So it's happening to me for sure now, undoubtedly. I intentionally didn't take Slim pills other than this morning, and now it's late night. They should no longer be in my system, and yet my blood sugar keeps crashing, and I feel flat. But also not holding water and vascular at the same time. It's an interesting combination. It's sort of giving me a Winstrol effect. I feel dry, I look dry, muscle definition's awesome. I may be able to completely replace Winstrol, Anavar, and halotestin with S23 with so many less side effects. But definitely got to come down on the dosage. 100 milligrams is almost less of an anabolic and more of a fat loss agent. You see, when I get my best fat loss, when it's noticeable, when I'm able to drop my body fat so quickly for a 10-day competition prep, for example. The key to that is keeping my blood sugar as low as possible. So right now, my blood sugar is really low. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I feel like I'm hypoglycemic, and yet I didn't take insulin. I'm not on Slim pills, It's just the body movement along with the highly anabolic S23. Now, if I can keep myself in this range, if I can stay in this low blood sugar state and keep doing light, low intensity activities, that's when I burn the most amount of fat. And it'll be very significant. If I don't binge eat tonight, I will wake up tomorrow morning shredded. And so when people say to you that steroids don't cause fat loss, that's true, they don't directly cause fat loss, but when they make the muscles so sensitive to insulin, when they crash your blood sugar because your muscles are starving for nutrients, and then you undereat, it does put your body in a pretty extreme fat loss mode. But I also think it's kind of a waste of the anabolic because I'm not going to be building any muscle. I mean, I could have been taking advantage of this megadose and put on probably some serious muscle, judging by how powerful this is. But instead, I'm going to get mostly the muscle hardening and the fat loss effects of the megadose, I can tell. And I'm going to run out of time before this cycle, before I can try really extreme carbing up. So this is going to end up sort of being a Sarm's megadose cutting cycle, in which case it was very effective for that purpose. I'll show you guys in the mirror just how shredded I am right now. I mean, you can see this is no pump, this is flat, so I shouldn't have any muscle definition. And yet I've got muscle definition, I've got veins in my shoulders. So definitely working for the muscle hardening and cutting effect. S23 is a Sarm, selective androgen receptor modulator. It hits the same growth pathway as steroids do, which is that steroids affect the androgen receptor on the muscle cell, amongst other places in the body. But S23, being a SARM, is intended to be more selective towards muscle tissue and has lower binding affinity to other tissues in the body. Now, that is the intent of SARMs, but what we see is as we increase the dosage, they seem to have more steroid-like effects and also more steroid-like side effects, which means they do have some activity outside of the muscle cell androgen receptor. Now, what I anticipate feeling from this S23 experiment is something similar to when I've taken a megadose of the oral form of S23, which is all the benefits of steroids, which is increased strength, stamina, and performance in the gym, but also a change in the look of the muscle. Some steroids don't just build muscle size or performance, they also change the look of the physique, especially bodybuilding steroids. So a steroid like a Winstrol, for example, or an Anavar, steroids that people normally use to dry out the muscle and bring out the muscle definition, or a Masterone that brings out the vascularity, those are the type of things that I've seen previously when using the oral form of S23, and I expect to have those same effects, but even amplified in the injectable version because more of it's going to be absorbed, and in the manner in which it is bound and administered is going to also have a higher binding affinity. So the effects are going to be amplified even far beyond just the difference in the absorption and bioavailability due to just the administration method of injecting versus oral form.
For more cutting-edge content on the daily, hit the subscribe button and visit enhancedathlete.com.